are affiliated and we have one undecided candidate. So Chiko is undecided. He doesn't know where he's going to vote. So you have a vote there. If you're a candidate in Kibra, you have time to convince him. Hannington Shamala represents the ANC party here. He is voting for the ANC party candidate, that's Eliud Owalo, and Susan Hamisi Nanjero is representing the Jubilee candidate here, McDonald Mariga. She is voting for McDonald Mariga. Let's bring this discussion. We have found out that Kibra is cosmopolitan. The stakes are high in Kibra, and with only 5 days remaining, anything can change, because you say, Chiko, that a day is a long time in politics. So, going forward, the 5 days that are remaining, that's like a year, because it's a long time.
Politics is a year.
Is a year, yes. What do you expect to see? What difference do you expect to see in Kibra? Let me begin with Chiko.
Okay, first of all, I'm looking forward to these politicians to try and woo the votes that have not been decided, like mine, in a way that I don't know which tactics they're going to use. But for me, you have to sell me policies. Because in Kibra, it has turned to be political alignment according to your tribe. I don't want a tribal leader.
Why is it, let me just stop you there. Why is it that Kibra has been polarized along the tribal lines now, more than ever?
Because of the dominance of people who stay there. It's the biggest population in Kibra. We were shocked the other day when the list came out. The Luyas are more than anybody else, followed by the Luas. But
not the Nubians.
No,
very far.
Very far.
Okay.
In fact, they are the fourth or fifth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is the Luas?
I mean the Luas, then the Kikuyus.
Kikuyus, yes.
Yeah. So for me, I don't want to choose a leader just because that leader is Luo or Kikuyu. I want to choose a leader who is going to sort the issues out. Ken, I want a leader that when I need a CDF, they're not going to look at my last name, or they're not going to justify me by where I vote or tribe or where I come from. I want a leader who's going to sort out those issues. And secondly, for Kibra, it is more of dynasty versus money. They have trickled it down to that.
Really? Explain that to us.
It's assumed that one team has a lot of money that they can come and give
That's Team Jubilee.
Assumed, because they come from the government.
Yes.
Then there's the team ODM,
yes,
which is the dynasty.
Because Raila Odinga was a member of parliament there.
Yes, the ODM is you see ODM, the first thing you see is Kibra.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't want that. I want Imran to come and convince me that I want your vote because I'm gonna do ABCD. I don't want Mariga to come to me just because it's assumed that he's being brought in, alluded that he's being brought in by the deputy president. I want him to come and talk to me as a leader. Chiko, I want to take this power and I'm gonna sort ABCD, because we have issues. Like if you come to Kenyatta Market, we have issues that need to be solved in Kenyatta Market. Issues that need to be sorted out in Kenyatta Market. Can you sort the issues? Can you make this place be a better place? You see, can I come and get work? When I come to work, can I get work? What are you going to do about the 60%? Is said to be 60% of youths in Kibra are jobless.
That's more than half of the population.
More than half of the population.
And adult population,
yes,
who can work.
Not
just any population.
Yes.
But the
what are you doing about
work.
it? I don't want this narrative that somebody is going to come and tell me, nitaendeleza kitu marehemu aliifanya. No. Ken Okoth came to power. He decided on what he wanted to do. He took that one, perfected it, and did it well. Now, what are you going to do? Because you are not Ken Okoth. Ken Okoth is deceased, is passed on. You as an individual, what are you going to come and do for us? Don't come here hanging in somebody's coat and telling me that I'm going to do this for you, whatever, where Nani left. Okay. I want you to come and tell me what are you going to do as a person.
At that point, that is the time they'll persuade you.
That's the time they will persuade you.
Currently, with only 5 days remaining,
they have that to
there is no one who's persuaded you enough.
Not yet. We are heading there. We are heading there.
Okay.
Yeah, we are heading there.
You see that naomba kura au kuwa persuasive enough. Labda yes.
She's not the one who is going to be sitting in that office. I wish she would be the one sitting.
You need Mariga to come to speak to you.
I met Mariga some time back. We talked, and at that given time, campaigns are not yet started. So it's like just coming to inform us. Hey, you guys, I'm vying, Bana. So please, if you can support me, come. Now I need him to come and tell me.
Mariga ni mtu wa mtaa kweli. I'd like to understand how he operates on the ground.
Yes.
Mariga ni mtu wa mtaa.
Si security kama 100 hivi na convoy ya gari 20.
No. Hata anamuka saa 11 ako kwa barabara. Anaomba watu kura wala anaenda kazi. Mariga ni mtu wa mtaa, hata ni mtu wa vijana. So Mariga huomba kura vizuri. Can I continue?
Yes, endelea.
Mariga anaomba kura na yeye vision yake anataka kutoa watoto chini. Anache zile talent za watoto ambao wako chini. Vision ya Mariga anataka kusaidia wamama wale wajane. We have ladies there wale wamekufiwa wanaume. Hakuna mali penye wanasaidiwa, wana struggle wakishasomesha mtoto kwa shule, mtoto akishamaliza mtoto anarudi anakaa chini. So watoto kama yao ndio tunataka Mariga tuinua. After kusoma wataenda wapi? Wasikae kwa barabara wakivuta bangi ama wakikata vibeti za watu. Like my brother here vile ameongea, watu wengi Kibira wako na nini? Wako na shida kazi, vijana wako wengi shida za kazi. So badala ya kijana hata ang'ang'ane na ndoo akibeba maji akiosha gari, tunataka ule mtu ambayo ni Mariga na ameongea already atasaidia vijana, awanunulie hata machine, wale wako na talents ya kutembea kupiga mpira wapige, wale vijana wasichana wako na talents za volleyball wafanye nini, waendeleshe, wale wamama wajane wasaidiwe. Kuna wamama wagonjwa pale wamekuwa affected na HIV. Hatujawahi kuona mtu mwenye anasemanga hapo Kibra atasaidia yao wamama kuwalisha na kuwapatia chakula. Hakuna. But Mariga amekuja na hiyo issue ya kusaidia wamama, kusaidia vijana, na watu wengi wale wako Kibra wengine ni watu wa kushona mavikapo. Hizi vikapo hawana mali pa kupeleka, wanashona wanauzia sisi tu. So Mariga akikuja pale na atutafutie interest industry na to import those basket tukipeleka nje, kwa sababu ni mtu ako na network nje, ako na donors wale wengi wanaweza kuja kuendelea kusaidia, anajua. So Mariga sera zake ziko juu. Na tunaamini hii kiti tutaichukua saa 4 ya asubuhi, tutakuwa tumemaliza hiyo kazi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Same question.
This question, Ken, you are saying in the next 5 days what is expected.
Yes.
Me, I support my brother Chiko for the aspirant to sell ideologies to the voters, because those politics of I am hanging on a party, or I'm hanging on such a senior person like the former Prime Minister, they are so much days gone. Number 2, we want politics that is mature, that politics that is not going to be involved with the violence, because I like this aspirant.
Are you afraid that going to the final leg of this campaign, you think that can happen?
I'm foreseeing that even in the election day.
Yes.
Because of you can measure what is going to happen from the talk of people. Even when somebody throws a word and you can measure what is going to happen. So we are expecting that Kibra should show a very good example in the Republic of Kenya, being tagged as an hostile constituency, that this aspirant should advise their voters or the people they are convincing, the way they are going to convince my brother Chiko, that let us vote peacefully and let us avoid the votes will come and go.
Okay.
But we shall continue to stay together.
Okay.
So we want also to have, as I said, a change, that a leader that is going to take over from the late Okoth is a leader that is going to bring a visible change in Kibra. That now we have not voted because I'm from the ODM, because ODM has been the stake here, okay? Because they say that Kibra is the bedroom of the Baba, okay? So let us vote, then we have this leader coming to tell, and we can measure. The way Eliud is telling us, within 100 days, we can go and give him a result that this is what you said, and you have
what you have done. Okay. What's your opinion, ladies and gentlemen, the fact that we have seen all the top brass of these political parties campaigning with the ground? We've seen ANC doing a lot of rounds. That's Musalia Mudavadi doing a lot of rounds with Eliud Owalo. We have seen the deputy president doing a lot of rounds with Mariga, together with the MPs that are in Nairobi, been doing that. And we've also seen Baba once or twice, I think twice, the first time when he was introducing them, and then just the other weekend he was also there. What difference would it make if, for example, President Uhuru Kenyatta was to come to the ground right now, these 5 days?
That would be serious, because I can tell you, it's going to be a game changer. That's why I told you.
If President Uhuru was to come on the ground,
one day can change everything. I remember the other day Raila was in Kibra, and I can tell you, Kibra went, wow, Baba is around. And it hit people in the ground. And you see what Deputy President did? He counter-attacked
an hour later.
An hour later,
yes,
landed in a chopper just to counter-attack it. Just tell me the president lands there. It's going to be a game changer. And Raila is going to be, okay, this is serious. So I'm going to fold my arms. I'm going to go down there. And that's one thing I really want to see. I don't want these people to come here and sell policies for those people who they will not be sitting in that office for. I want these politicians who will be sitting there. You see, Raila,
but you know they can't be present everywhere. It's only one person. He can't be present everywhere. That's why they need their surrogates to pass the message.
But the thing is this, they don't know what they want. They're not quite sure of what they want. Because somebody is hanging like, Baba is going to come and change the dynamics of politics, and we start going to this other direction. I want somebody to come and sell his own policies. Yeah? And one thing people don't know is that these people are coming to power for only 2 years. Then we're going for another election. So if Imran is going to get that seat again, he has 2 years
to prove himself.
Yes. If Mariga is going to get that
2 years, to prove anyone, including Owalo.
Yes. They have to do, I don't know, miracle to convince.
What is the urgent need, ladies and gentlemen? What is the urgent need of Kibra right now? What is the urgent need on assessment basis? What would you say Kibra needs right now?
Change.
What change? That's a specific.
Now,
yes.
First of all, I told you before that we have 60% of youths in Kibra.
Okay, and unemployment.
Each and every department of Kibra has a different, dynamics are different.
Okay.
Because if you come in the area of Kenyatta Market, there are some people who, they have their small businesses, and they need these businesses to be boosted. They need leeway on how they can do business. If you go to areas like Kibra, there's unemployment, whereby somebody would go and steal food, not because he wanted to steal food, but the kids are gonna go hungry if he doesn't do that. So what are you doing about unemployment in Kibra? Okay, you've taken my kid to school, fine. You've paid his school fees, he's finished school, then what?
What next?
You see, that is the question that people are asking. You've paid the school fees for my kid. He's finished school.
Where will he go after school?
Where does he go?
So unemployment is big. I was here with Eliud Owalo, and he spoke about employment centers around Kibra. You know, so that's his strategy for that. But tell me, what is the urgent need on assessment? Nini?
Urgent need is clean Kibera.
Cleaning Kibera. Yes.
We need to put NYS.
Are you a resident of Kibra?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you all are.
Yes.
Yes. You don't just vote there, because I can be living somewhere but voting in Kibra.
No, we all live in Kibra.
So tunahitaji clean environment. Tukiletewa, turudishiwe watu wale vijana wetu wa NYS na tuchukue some of them na wengine tuwapatie kazi zingine, zile za youth ziko mingi, Kibira itakuwa sawa. Kwa sababu saa hii Kibira bado iko na uchafu. Na NYS ilikuwa hapo, walitoa. Raundi hii Mariga akiwa elected, we are going to bring NYS back in Kibra.
But Mariga has no relation with the NYS, Susan.
Mariga is in government na also as vile sisi tuko hapo, tutampatia direction, kwa sababu hakuna mtu mwenye anaingianga kwa siasa anajua hii na hii inafanya.
Lakini unasahau akishaingia kwa siasa, hata kushika simu yako, they will not be picking.
Hawezi kosa kushika simu. Mariga vile umesikia ni kijana mwenye aongeangi mengi, lakini anafanya mengi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So clean environment, unemployment, Harrington.
Yeah. Kibra.
Yes, several times.
Slums.
I used to live in Jamhuri, actually.
Jamhuri is not
Yes.
a slum. I'm talking about the bigger part.
I
of
have
slum.
been inside Kibra, yes.
Yeah,
I have. Yes.
and you can see how those buildings are made.
Yes.
We need a structure that is going to be possible, make it possible or accessible when we have some other need, like fire outbreak, that we have to get a fire fighting vehicle, particularly for Kibra. Okay? We need also, we have, apart from youth, we also have, we need to get some cultural centers where our youth would be trained in the issues of cultures. We have also now to get, like Kibra being populated, we should get even one maternity hospital.
There is none. The nearest is Bagathi?
Bagathi,
Yes.
yes.
Which is in a pathetic
It's
state.
pathetic situation.
Okay.
It's in
So,
his knees.
So Kenyatta Market is in pathetic situation. Bagathi, which is just next to Kenyatta Market, is also...
And so we should
Kenyatta
have
Market
such
has done something.
Okay.
The president
so
came
we
there,
need
did some few
we
things.
need Kibra that can assist when members like our mothers, they want to deliver. And these are the things Owalo is putting on the people and talking with the people. He has engaged this discussion of youth empowerment centers, technical skills, technical centers, and he has engaged even the youth themselves and got the views from the youth, how they want them to be done. And he has promised them to do those. So those are the things we require. And more to it, I repeat, Ken, peace.
But Ken, you see, you cannot have peace if the person, these politicians are taking a ride on the voters. How? The only way for these people to believe and trust in you is by them being poor. Because if you empower these people and they are okay, nobody's going to be coming for
They
your
won't pay
rallies.
attention.
They don't pay attention to you.
Yes, yes.
So at some point, they think
So
it's
you
deliberate.
impoverish them,
Yes,
so that
it's
they
deliberate.
be beholden to you.
Yes, they behold it to you. So it's basically, I don't know who is going to change these things. And somebody has to come with a
But you
different narrative.
see, no one has to change your perception, and no one can change your economic status. It's you to do it.
To do it. But,
Yeah.
but how? You give me a platform to do it. That's the work of the government. You make, government don't give jobs. They make a conducive...
They created the environment.
Yes,
Yes.
whereby you can work. So that's what they're supposed to be doing. And these as leaders, the way they have been elected from the MCA to MPs and all that, they need to know that these are people who elected us. What can we do for them so that they can stop living this? If you go to Mbagathi District Hospital, you'll be shocked. That's a death sentence. It's a death sentence.
But it's under the county.
It's under the county.
Yes.
So what is the county doing about it? We have the county government. Are they doing anything about it?
They are leaders in the county.
They're leaders in the county. Are they doing anything about it? They're not. Like when the president came to Kenyatta Market was once not a very attracting place. And he just came and said, hey, you guys, I need these things removed. I need ABCD. Call the chairman. What do you guys need? We need ABCD. So they
Things
did the
change.
roofing, they did the parking lot, and eventually we have a borehole. The deputy president is organizing, they're doing a borehole in Kenyatta Market that should be launched anytime soon. And you see, we need development. Boss, we need development. Now today, in Kenyatta Market, if there was no water, my friend, that place was in a mess. You know, the toilets, you cannot flush the toilets, you cannot do anything. So we need leaders who can come in and do something. We don't need leaders who will come and give us handouts or just promise us heaven, and then after they exit, we remain with hell. So that's the kind of leaders that we want. So these people have 5 days to convince anybody else who has not decided where they're voting, where they're going to take
And
the
how
votes.
they're going to
And
do it
how
more
they're going to do
fundamentally.
it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
how available they're going to be.
You see the reasoning that Susan is advancing here about being in the government. Everyone looks as though they're in this government, except ANC. They are political. They are the what do I say? De facto opposition in this country, right? Yeah. So everyone is in the government. So that cannot be a very big selling point to these candidates, right?
And this is a political, multi-political country. And if you select that the party that is in the government, that's where people will get services. Then what about the rest?
What about the rest?
You cannot be championing the issue that we want to be in the government. We want to be in the government. Those who don't want to be in government, they are not Kenyans.
Okay.
Government has to be checked. Government has to be checked.
Yeah.
So who is checking the government?
Yes.
Somebody
Government
has to check the government.
It's
We
a
need to
multi-party
get
country.
checks and balances. So who is checking the government? If everybody will want to go to the government to get whatever it's rightfully theirs, then we are going to lose the opposition. And the government will do every single thing. Like now, the Prime Minister went to, I don't know, Ethiopia, where he's head of SSR and all that. So it has gone quiet. Nobody is saying anything. We're just seeing on news, money is getting lost. I don't know, this got lost. Nobody's coming up to check the government. You guys are doing this. It's wrong. You guys are doing this. Right now, we've had rumors that government money is being used in politics. Is that the way it's supposed to be? How is that? The playing field in Kibra is not same. Because if somebody can fly in a chopper and Kerubo can be walking alone, having some few flyers on his hand, is that same? That platform same? It is not same. It is not same. It is left for the rich to fight it out. Right now, it's all about Jubilee and ODM. It's all about Raila versus. It's all about 2022 alignment.
But we can't ignore them. The fact that
this is by-election.
This is a by-election, yes. The fact that the deputy president is supporting McDonald Mariga, who is Luya. Fact that Musalia Mudavadi is supporting Aluo, and Raila Odinga is supporting Aluo. The dynamics in my mind is Owalo is Luo being supported by Aluya, right? Raila is Luo supporting Aluo. And the DP is Kalenjin supporting Aluya. This is interconnected. Whichever way you see, everyone is targeting the same voting block. How will it turn out? That's my final answer. I know my final question. I know everyone will tell me, except him, you will tell me. But how will it turn out and post 7th of November? How do we see Kibra? Let me begin with the people who are decided.
Yeah, people who are decided like me. What we have decided and how it's going to be done. We have talked. I told you I'm sitting here in the capacity of a leader of Luyas, Western Development Caucus. Now, we have been adjourned by the ANC party, where they persuaded us that we talk to our people in our vernacular. See, the way you are putting it, Owalo is Aluo, and the ANC is perceived to be led by Aluya.
It's not perceived, it's true. It's true. He's a national leader, but he's
Aluya, okay? Yes. So we have told our people we are nationalists. This is a party which is a national party, and we don't have to say if he is led by a party leader being Aluya, then the candidate is supposed to be Aluya. We want somebody who is going to be a leader and deliver to the people, and we saw that person to be Eliud Owalo, okay? And we have agreed with our members that, you know, sometimes people have said, even my brother Chiko here has said that Luyas will never come together. But this time they have come together. This time they have come together, even if they are not all, but around 85% they have come together. And they have decided it's Eliud Owalo.
Eliud Owalo.
We will see. We will see.
They have decided it's Eliud Owalo.
We will see.
My dear brother, let me tell you. Now it's Musalia supporting Owalo, and this is Deputy President supporting Mariga Aluya. Aluya.
Don't strengthen this word of Deputy President. That's why I say let us not have the machinery of the government.
We want our own MP who will talk with us.
Are we, Susan, are we electing Mariga because he's being supported by the Deputy President, or is a leader?
No. We are electing Mariga because he's a young guy from Luya land. Ule ambao atafanya kazi na aendeleshe, sio ule mtu wa propaganda kama watu wale wazee wa Kinowalo. Na let me tell you my brother, my brother, Owalo Waluya wote wako kwa Mariga, hawako kwa Owalo. Owalo anataka kugawanisha kura za Waluya kidogo, lakini hataweza. Mimi ndio najua. You said you are a chairman, and we have so many chairmans, Luya chairmans in Kibra. Even myself, I'm a chair lady in Nairobi constituents. Wata mambo ile ya kusema ni Kibra. Nairobi County, not in Kibra.
Yangu ni Nairobi County.
Hata hapo ni Nairobi County. Yes. So let me tell you, kuna Waluya chair ladies na chairmans wengi sana in Kibra. So wewe usidanganyike, Mluya anaenda kupigia Owalo kura. Tukienda kwa vote za Waluya zinawekwa kwa huyu kijana Mluya peke yake. Atuweki yeye kwa sababu ya deputy president.
Susan, kwa nini unasema mimi nandanganyika na wewe ndio uko na ukweli? Na nikuna hajapikwa.
Ndio uko na ukweli.
Mimi niko na ukweli kwa sababu huyu ni jamaa mmoja.
Nikuulize swali moja, Susan. Nikuulize swali moja. Do you know the population of Luyas people who are staying in Kibra, where they come from Western Kenya. The majority of them, where do they come from? If these people come from Viga and Kakamega County, and I'm telling you, these people will not leave Musalia for that purpose.
Maragoli.
Yes.
Yeah, lakini hata wakienda wataenda wachache, lakini wote wapo inside.
You see the way the discussion has been reduced to now personality. Now we've gotten out of the party. We've gotten out of the party affiliation, and now it's gone down to communities, yes, sub-communities now in Kibra. Anyway, as I let you go, because we are out of time, your final comment, I'll give you an opportunity to ask these candidates to convince you. One vote is also too much, just like a day is too long. So, yes.
This is my vote.
Probably you'll convince him.
Ken, what, as you have seen, it's the people are fighting for the numbers of the two big tribes in Kibra. That's the Luos and you see Luos have even narrowed it down to sub-clans now. We can go as down as that. I want them to change that. I want them to come and tell me what they're going to do for me, what they're going to do for the people of Kibra, and how they can elevate remove this narrative of ODM, Jubilee, I don't know who, NASA and all these. I want you guys to come and tell us, maybe the group of these people that have not decided on how you want to handle issues of Kibra. Not because somebody is coming from Malaba or is coming from Nini. There are some people are assuming there are some people there. We have the Kikuyu community. We have a very big number down there. We have the Nubians. We have the Kambas. Yeah, we have the Kisses. This is a determining factor. If these people pull their votes on one side, then this debate is not going to be here after the election. So I want you guys to go to those people and tell those people what you want to do. Owalo, what are you going to do for these people? How are you going to be available? And this narrative of people running for the Luya votes in Kibra should stop. People should come out and tell us, now, this is what we want to do for you guys. If you give me this, this is what I'm going to do for you. And what I like about these elections, Ken, is that it is only 2 years. Give us empty promises. After
we
2
will
years,
come back. We will revisit in 2 years.
We will revisit in 2 years.
Okay.
So you woo me the way you want to woo me, but give me facts.
Okay. Susan, final take on this.
Mimi ile kitu nitasema, tutakuja kutafuta kura zile ziko undecided. Tutazitafuta. Na tumeomba Waluya sana waweke kura yao pamoja. Na tutasaidiwa na ya watu wetu na ya Wakamba wengine watatusaidia. Even if the Kalenjins are there, they have numbers also. So tutasaidiwa. Tunaomba hizi kura zingine tuweke kwa huyu kijana ako na vision in Kibra.
Okay, and finally.
Yeah, thank you, Ken. Me, what I will tell my last remarks is that following what my colleagues have said, let people vote using their own minds. Let us not be wooed by the money that is being dished out left, center, and right. And let us elect a leader who has sold his vision to you people. And I am sure Owalo has sold his vision to the people of Kibra. He has enjoined all of them, including these other tribes like Kisses. He's operating with them. He has had meetings with them, Nubians, Kikuyus, Kambas, and even Boranas, they are there, and Orias. So we need, because Kibra is a cosmopolitan constituency, let us have a sober leader, a leader who has a vision. And it's good the way my brother here puts it. It's only a matter of 2 years. So if you give promises that are empty, then we shall be coming for you again after 2 years.
And at that time, everyone will be busy with the general election. There will be no choppers landing in.
So let us not base on what we are being given. Let us get the real points that these leaders are going to do to us as voters.